let's do that one next. Before we do the next one, let's chuck all the sockets in here. These are all going to get cleaned, and then I've got to find a home for them. Not too sure how many of these are going to survive. Do I keep that one? Probably not. Anyway. Okie dokie, that one is, it's gold, it really is. I'm so pleased that we've kept that one. Yeah, it's done a lot of work. Spent a lot of time working with that socket. Okay. Used.
You don't paint something without warning.
Honestly. Right, this one says tools, obviously, and screwdrivers. Maybe. Missed the laptop. Huh. Wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. Can you see? You can. So, we have an claw hammer. Still with a sticker on, so that's not particularly, used. Anvil looks pretty clean. Claws intact, that's good. We've got, man, these are my dad's. They're hacksaws. And I put the washers on, I remember that. Trying to get a bit more tension on them. Clips. 2 20T. 20T, both the same. Don't know where Dad got them from, but these are his old tools. So we have to keep those. Another hacksaw. Look at this. There's some kind of a pivot, but the pivot's gone. But you can put the hacksaw blade at a 45-degree angle as well on this side, or the normal on this side. That's pretty cool. That's made by Sealy Tools. Wow. A bit corroded. But hey, it looks like it's going to work, so we'll keep hold of that. Wow, you can take it apart. That's pretty cool. Flat pack. Don't know how good it is, but we'll see. Oh, look, a little hacksaw, a mini hacksaw. They're always very useful. Blade's a bit bent there. We've got a staple gun, always useful. Now this is for putting edges on panels when you're doing welding. So you can put the piece of tin in there and crimp it, and it will put a little step in it, so you can set the panel behind and get a nice flush, on the outside when you're welding it up. God, it's a long time since I've used that, and you can tell she's a bit rusty, but very specialist tool, and definitely one to keep hold of. We have got a mini grease gun made by Oil Key Corporation. Oil Key jet gun. So a mini grease gun, that'll be useful to get in those tight to reach places. And again, doesn't look like it's done a lot of work, this one. It's old, but it hasn't done that much work, I don't think. Looks like it's fully functional. I've no idea where that came from. It may have come with a piece of equipment that we bought. Wow. Give that a clean up. There we go, you can see a bit better now. I'll stand to one side. Now, my old hammers. Look at that. Look at the beating that's had. I braid the crap out of stuff with this hammer over the years. Who's it made by? Draper. Draper Expert. Expert hammery person, and even the shaft's starting to break up. Look, the plastic has broken off. Obviously I've missed something at some point, and even the ball peen is smashed to pieces. Look, wow, that's done some work. And my smaller hammer, again, done many hours of hammering stuff. Looking a bit sad on the shaft, but it still works. I haven't held this hammer for over 15 years. Welcome back, friend. And another hammer, a joiner's hammer, this one. You can tell by the really thin shaft up here. Claw hammer again. I don't know any history to this. I don't know where it came from, whether it came in a vehicle that we bought. It's obviously got paint on it. I've never used it, that's for sure. It's just one that Ben's found kicking around, so we've gained another hammer. Tin snips. I have used these many times. These are a good quality one as well. Can I read that? Bear with me. Record, England. Wow. Made by Record. This is the original Record company. Same people that made Vices. Whoa. Oof. That went in my eye. Holy moly. So they need a good clean up. Still work. Probably need a bit of a sharpen, but there's no big chunks missing. That's good. Another find. What else have we got? Oh, scraper. Electrical screwdriver. Ha! Still got some wire brushes. Another wire brush. Well done, Ben. Another wire brush. Another wire brush. And another wire brush. We used the wire brushes a lot back in England. An extension for something, some kind of hex drive extension piece. They used to come from petrol stations, those things. Not seen them around for a long time, but you can easily get into little places. Not really very good for high torque. Probably a bit of wire inside there. Never pulled one apart, but I think they came free with so many gallons of fuel or something. I don't know. Right, screwdrivers can go over there. Many screwdrivers. This has been chopped down a bit by the looks of it with using a grinder, and we've cut into the shaft. Oh, CK screwdriver. These are good quality screwdriver as well. But the end's all chipped. That's junk. And that one's broken as well. That's junk. Oh my word. More screwdrivers. I'll have to go through all these screwdrivers at some point. Oh, another broken one, look. What the hell? But you can tell, you know, if Ben had had a bit more time, he'd have gone through them. Oh, some more tin snips. Some more Record tin snips. That's cool. So ones for just cutting flat plate. Nice. I like that. They're a find. Oh yeah, my little wood saw. That'll clean up nicely. Handle's good. Cool, sticking down there. Now we've got a few adjustable spanners here. I did see another one somewhere. Maybe yeah. Okay, so we've got two here. Hilker, and what brand is that? Don't recognise that one. Elora Selected Steel. Made in West Germany. Wow, that's pretty old. That'll be before the wall came down. That was made. It has got a chunk missing out of the worm drive though, but it does seem to still work. And it's not too badly worn. There's a few little burrs here and there, but that'll clean up. We can use that. And that one, the Hilker one, heavy duty, 200mm, 6-inch, 8-inch, sorry. Still works, just wants soaking and cleaning. sticking down there. What else have we got in here? We've got millions of screwdrivers. So many screwdrivers. Oh, another CK. That's the same. Oh, it's broken as well. Man, they're good screwdrivers as well. What were they doing to break that? Doesn't look very old. It's still got all the text on the handle. They've broken that pretty early on in life. And it's had some mole grips put on the handle, look, for extra torque. That's probably why it broke. That's expensive, those. Look at this, Mickey Mouse. I don't know where that's from. No idea. So many screwdrivers. Unbelievable. Ben was right. Oh, flexi drive, look. But a fixed socket size. So I think that's for... Now that will be for hose clamps. It's a bit bent at the end. It needs straightening up. But that will be a dedicated hose clamp driver. Probably for Jubilee clips. Looks like about an 8mm on the end of there. So we'll probably keep that. That'd be quite useful to get in places. Some more of these. We don't need those really. Plenty of those. Okay. Screwdriver. Oh, that one's broken as well. God damn it. That's been chewed up and recut. That one's alright. GS. Yeah, I remember getting a set of those. They were actually pretty good. Holy moly. Torx driver. Little Torx bit on the end of there. Is it Torx? It is Torx. Yes, definitely a Torx driver. No idea what size it is. Sealy, by the looks of it. Oh, there we are. T30. The Torx 30 on the end of there. And that one's alright. Blade's still quite usable on that one. Little flat screwdriver. That one's had a hard life. Looks like it's covered in some kind of residue. Some glue or something. It's been used to stir some paint, I reckon. That might clean up. Oh, it's bent. Little flat screw, it's bent on the tip. Over torqued. Okay, what else have we got? Some scissors. Some more wire crimping tools for the terminals. Still working, not seized up, which is good. Lots more screwdrivers. Holy moly. Look at these. Another bit driver. That's a Sealy. Sure it is. Flat screwdriver. Might be snap-on, but it doesn't feel like a snap-on one. Posi drive, or star, whichever you want to call it. Draper Expert. Little tiny, I remember this one, little tiny flat screwdriver, but the end's all chewed up now. They used to get really hard, didn't last as very long, the flat screwdrivers. This one is still intact, it's survived. Nice big star screwdriver. GS, again another a good brand, GS. Bit faded, it's done some work, it's still surviving. What else have we got? Oh yes, I remember this one. This would be a Draper, I think. I think my granddad got me this one. Had this one for a very long time. It's got some welding splatter on it, but the bit doesn't look too bad. Oh, a little pry again, Sealy. Have a Sealy kit, probably. Tiny little star screwdriver again, GS. Yes, GS. And I think another Sealy one by the feel of it. But that's pretty chewed up. Yeah, that's pretty knackered, is that one. We've got one of my old blowdown guns. This used to be in the Blue Door garage, this one. And it's a bit seized. Yes, it needs freeing off. But it'll need a different end on it for over here. We use different ends now in this workshop. This one's not a high flow. We got high flow ends now. But that'll be useful. I remember that. Be good to get that back in action again. Don't know who makes it, but it's obviously lasted a long time, so and get it freed off, get it all cleaned out. Take that little... Yeah, we're going to drill that out to strip it to clean it all, I think. Good though, another find. It's always good to keep your old tools. This is for a grease gun, but it's missing the end knob. So it would screw into a little grease canister, I think, from memory. There'll be a little pinhole on the end of there. Excess. Lube system. I do not remember that at all. Right. Oh, look at this. An old Kawasaki tool there, look. Probably for adjusting the chain tension. Made in Japan. Now that's a find. I like that kind of stuff. It's cool. What else have we got? We've got some kind of... Oh, yes, I remember this as well. It's a little chisel. Had a very hard life. Bit rusty. 150mm, made in Italy by Beta 35. Says there, look. Yeah, it's pretty chewed up. It needs a resharpen, doesn't it? It might still do the trick. It'll go in my drawer. Give it a clean. Get the rust off it. Spray a bit of oil on it. Preserve it. I'm pretty sure we can use that for something. Excellent. What else have we got? That looks like it's part of the staple gun, so I'll try and reinstall that. There's many screwdrivers. Got some needle nose pliers. That's seized up. That's seized up. They always seize up, don't they? And you'll laugh at this. This was the tool that you bought to turn your gas bottle on the MiG back in the UK. Doesn't have a brand on it. They were usually super cheap, and you'd lose them and you'd go and buy another one. Is it going to focus? Come on, camera. Why are you not focused? So not really much use here in England, but I might be able to reuse it as the actual for the lathe, for the forward and reverse on the lathe, because it's only got a plastic one at the moment. So I might be able to adapt that. That'd be quite cool to use on the lathe, nice and metal, you know. So again, it won't go to waste. And we've got some side cutters. Again, they've seized up. Yeah, I can just about move them. There we are, look. Don't chop your fingers off. I don't think they're a particularly good quality set of side cutters, though, to be fair. We used to have some really good ones in England. Very expensive ones. Just many more screwdrivers, all of pretty poor quality. This one, you got a focus camera or what? There we go. This was one of my big flat-headed screwdrivers, pound through, which would have broken at some point, and it's been used probably to hold pieces of metal in place while you've been welding, because it's got welding splatter on the end. I think, yes, it has. They haven't tried to weld it back together. CK again, look. You see there, look? CK. That's a very old one, is that? That's done a lot of work, is that? What does that say? Shatterproof. Well, it's true, it hasn't shattered. Good job. Okay, that's probably going to go in the bin, I think. Unless I make some kind of a chisel out of it, clean the end up and put a point on it or something. Who knows? Right. More screwdrivers. That one's knackered. That one's knackered. Now, what brand are these? Are these Snap-on? I bet they are. Yes! Look at that. There you go, look. Snap-on. US of A. Oh, and that's in good nick. It'll still work. Yeah. And he's got a friend down here, look. Stick that one over there. This is also a snap-on. It's got a bit of... See if I can get the camera to stay focused on there, look. I'll try that. So another one looks... That's the size down, isn't it? That's smaller than the other one. And that, again, is going to work. So that can go in the toolbox. Brilliant. Bit of a clean-up. Now, other than many more screwdrivers, that's broken. Little dumpy star screwdriver, they're always quite useful. Flat blade screwdriver, dumpy. Ben did the best he could, to be fair. He didn't have long. We've been working right through the night. That's broken. Right through the night to build the trailer, to modify the trailer to carry all our gear. And he didn't get any sleep. He was absolutely buggered. And he had about 30 odd ammo boxes to load up with stuff, spare parts and tools and all sorts. So, you know, you got to forgive the lad for packing some screwdrivers that were broken. He wasn't going to inspect every tool. He just had time to grab everything that he could see and chuck it in a box. It's a very sad state of affairs when you've got to leave a country quickly, unfortunately. Ah, now this is useful. It's a bit broken though. You see, it's just stressed there. This is for removing valve cords. But it's almost about to break, but it's still working at the moment. So I need that. I've got another one which has been cut off here because on motorcycle wheels you've got all the spokes in the way and it's hard sometimes to get in. So one's been shortened down, but this is the original full length one. These have been, I say, these were bought in England. You can't get these over here in New Zealand. They're a different brand, or different brands available. But no, that's cool. I don't think it'll last long. I have to be pretty careful when I'm using that one. And this will be a Sealy, I think. And it's still in functioning order. By the feel of it, it feels okay. What have we got here? So many different brands of screwdriver, isn't there? We've got another Torx head. The Torx bit there, look, on the end. Some people will look at these and go, they're all old. Is it Sealy? I'm pretty sure that's a Sealy one. It's pretty much gone, but there's the markings, but I think it's Sealy. Now, oh, look at the state of this. Oh, that'll have come in a Jeep probably. Would have bought. That's where a lot of our older tools came from. We used to buy four-wheel drive, lots of four-wheel drive vehicles, and often you'd find tools in the doors and in the boot and stuff. That is very, very old. Don't recognise it. It's not one of mine. I haven't bought that, but that's probably decades old, judging by the handle on it. And this one isn't. This is a very modern thing. There's another one like that, isn't there? A star one. Come out of a cheap kit, no doubt. Give it to the grandkids when I have grandkids, Ben. Right. Oh, this one looks okay. Nice flat-bladed screwdriver. Don't know who makes it. Can't remember the brand. Has it got it on there? Oh, there we are, look. Ah, Amtech. I think I purchased these. I could be wrong, actually. It was Am Pro I'm thinking of. So Amtech. Are they still in business? Well, I've got an Amtech flat-bladed screwdriver now, which looks like it's going to work. Should do the trick. Not a particularly high-quality screwdriver, but... Oh, there, there's some more information there, look. Don't get it on your lens, Mr. Young. There we go. So it's built to standard, isn't it? It's made to a standards. Okay, that's a win. Okay, what else have we got? Well, we've got a valve for the air compressor, I suppose, for something. We can use that if we can free it off. Don't know what. Oh, it's been broken, look. Is that thread part of it? I don't know. I think it is. It's buggered. Okay, well, we've carried that 6,000 kilometres across Europe for nothing. Another interesting one, we've got a socket type screwdriver. Pretty rusty. Looks like, again, it's another hose clamp one. Oh, made by Eclipse in England. Look at that. Yes, 8mm. You going to focus? Yes. No, 6mm. 6mm, 4560, England, Eclipse. Eclipse were a good brand. They made those hacksaws that we saw earlier on. So I'll clean that up for sure. My grandfather is still alive. Ken. He used to sell Eclipse tools. He was a rep for ACS in York. And Eclipse was one of the brands of tools that he sold. And he used to bring me the odd one home now and again to add to my toolkit. So maybe, just maybe, he gave me this when I was a young lad. I just don't recognise it, that's all. Sorry, Grandad. Oh, look, we've got another snap-on. This one's had a hard life. I did buy a few snap-on tools. A lot of them have gone missing, as they would, unfortunately. I think they're... Yeah, oh, there we are, look, there's the logo. Snap on, snap off. That's what they say, isn't it? So, a little snap-on flat-bladed screwdriver. And it looks like it's in pretty good nick. Oh, no. It's broken there, look. God damn it. What a shame. I'll have to try and clean that up best I can. Okay, other than that, apart from there's a few more screwdrivers. We won't go through those. They all look pretty crappy ones. This is a tester. And it came free in a part of a screwdriver kit. There's no way it's going to work. I mean, geez, the batteries will be flat. Will be flat a long time ago. But what does it say on there? Direct. Some direct test. Breakpoint test. Inductance breakpoint test. I think it's for mains testing, isn't it? To see if you've got mains alive wire, basically. It'll come up on there with the voltage, maybe. Never used it. And then we had a few of these kicking around because they came with screwdriver sets, which I think we got from the petrol station. They were on, like, they were super cheap. But they were a reasonably good brand, if I remember rightly. They had some kind of deal going on at the time. So I don't know about that. Right. Anything else in there? Well, not really. It's just random, isn't it, really? There's a few more screwdrivers, which are... Yeah. That one's an interchangeable one, where you should be able to pull yeah, there we are, look, pull that out, stick it in there. So that would have been out of a motorcycle toolkit. Well, that one. Still very useful in a field kit, you know, when you haven't got a lot of space. You can just carry one screwdriver and not two. Made in, here you go, look, made in Japan. Not China, Japan. Quality. So that's probably out of a Yamaha toolkit from years and years ago, but I don't know. Who knows? Could be out of a Honda one, could be out of a Suzuki one or a Kawasaki one. We just don't know. Don't think it is Yamaha, to be fair. It doesn't. I don't recognise it. Okay, well, I reckon that's about it for that box, don't you? Look what I found right in the corner. A little tiny star screwdriver there. Look, and it looks magnetic. It's got all these bits of iron filings stuck on it. So I wonder what that's out of. Probably, I don't know. Any ideas? Over to you, people. Does anybody recognise this tiny little screwdriver? Because I don't. It's got no markings on it that I can see. See if we can try and keep it in focus for you while I rotate it. I can't see any mark. My eyesight's terrible these days. Used to be a lot better. So if you recognise, have you ever seen one of these? Tell me what it is. Obviously it is a star screwdriver, but what's the history behind it? Where's it from? Probably from some kind of kit. I think it's not a Meccano kit, anything like that, but you know, there'll be a background. Somebody will recognise it when they're watching this video. Okay, I've got to tidy all this lot up, clean the box out, and we'll do another one. I'm finding this quite emotional, to be perfectly honest. It's some of these tools bring back a lot of memories from my life when I was in the UK. A very different life to what I have here in New Zealand, to be fair. I used to work for myself, had my own business, I had staff, we had four-wheel drives, we had a big forest. We used to go and play, and we used to, you know, rent out the vehicles to customers. Had lots of families come down, they had a great time, and these tools are what helped all of that to happen. We were always fixing stuff, whether it was the Unimog, the Supercat, the Argo Cats, the plant machinery we had, the drop, the loading shovel, the fleet of Nissan Patrols, the little Suzuki Jeeps, the 40 plus odd quad bikes that we used to have. We were always fixing things, often through the night, to get things going for customers for the next morning. And it wasn't new kit. You know, we used to run pretty old vehicles, and we had to come up with all sorts of different ways of patching them up so that they would do the job the following day. A lot of alternative engineering, I think we used to call it, just to get by. And also we were on a budget. You know, we couldn't afford to go out and buy all new parts. We had to make, you know, repair things. That's what we used to do, repair stuff, get the MIG out, get the lathe going, fix things up best we could. And these tools helped us immeasurably. Obviously there were a lot more tools than this, but they helped us so much to achieve those goals and give those people a great day out, because when they came back at the end of the day, seeing the kids smile, you know, that's what it was all about. You know, it wasn't about making them money. We didn't really make a lot of money doing it, but we enjoyed doing what we did, and we did it for nearly 15 years. Yeah. Okay, let me get all this tidied up, and we'll start on the third box.
And you get the flip again.